There was a time when I was working so hard, burning myself out and thinking that was the only way to succeed. Then I asked myself, do I really need to work that hard to get these results? Like, can't I just work smarter and get these results again? So I tried some bunch of techniques and you know what? It worked out. Now I'm getting the same or even better results with 50% less work. So in this video, I'm going to share you the exact same strategies that I use to increase my productivity. So let's dive in. So first thing you should do is actually focusing. You know, if you cannot focus, you can't be productive. So first thing you should do for focusing is getting rid of your distractions. First, let's start with your digital distractions. For example, your phone. When you are working, you must turn off your phone or just put it somewhere else that you cannot see while working. And also, if you are working on computer, you should get rid of your icons that might distract you. For example, game icons. You can just put it in another folder and just not see while working. Physical distractions also important. For example, you should have organized and clear workspace because, you know, less mess around you is less mess in your mind. And for increasing your focus, there's a technique that I'm going to tell you. It's called Pomodoro Technique. This technique is actually getting you used to maintain your focus. For example, if you cannot focus for a long time, then just work for 25 minutes and have a break for 5 minutes. And if we call this a session, do this session over and over again till you're done with your work. If you can focus longer, you can just work for 15 minutes and give a break for 10 minutes and do the session over and over again. Another technique that I'm using is 80-20 rule, which is too important. This rule says 80% of results come from 20% of your efforts. So for using this technique, you should write down your tasks and evaluate them in the case of value. So when you find the ones that gives you the much value, you should pay more attention to them. And you know what? This rule creates 60% of my productivity. So you must use this technique in all of your job, all of your tasks. Another thing which is too important for productivity is use of artificial intelligence. Because you know, technology, but especially AI, developing so fast. So there might be an AI that makes your job in a few minutes that you are spending hours for. So for finding that AIs, you can text to ChatGPT about your job and ask for AI recommendations. You can also use AI for making your trivial, easy tasks. For example, if your task is writing an email, you can just use AI and write professional emails in just one click. Actually, you can use AI in every part of your life. And the other secret of mine is avoiding the things that drains your energy. For example, poor diet choices. If you consume more sugar and processed foods, it will let you unmotivated, unfocused, and just tired. So I'm not saying you to stick to a hard diet. What I'm saying is just avoid much sugar and processed foods. Another important thing is social media usage. Because scrolling overstimulates your brain and causes decision fatigue while you're just wasting your time. So you must set limits to your social media usage. You should also pay attention to your social environment because negative social interactions actually drains your energy. Because just think of it, when you are surrounded with people who are toxic or over negative, it just drains your motivation and will to work. So my personal advice is just get them out of your life. And the last thing we can do for increasing our energy is creating a sleep routine. Sleep routine is actually so effective and so important because bad sleep routine will disrupt your cognitive functions, memory, and ability of focus. And you should get up and go to bed at the same time because over time your brain getting used to this routine and it is being easier to falling asleep and waking up. You should also avoid screens at least 30 minutes before bed because it will definitely disrupt your sleep and make your sleep inefficient. And another secret of mine is starting with the hardest task because it is actually creates a domino effect and the rest is going to be really much easier. And the last thing you should do is rewarding yourself, because rewards actually reinforce your behavior and makes it easier to be consistent. You can give yourself small rewards like a cup of coffee or just listening to a song you love after finishing a task. You can also give yourself big rewards like buying something you wanted or just eating somewhere that you like after finishing a major task. Now, you know my secrets. So all the thing you should do is taking action. So, thank you.